took my test, was set my best, taking gas, it be the early morning stone pimp. Straight limping, booze long drinking, at the party big booty bitching. Chillin' like a villain, balloon feeling like MC killing, the fire hole drilling. With $1 million talent and a 10-cent brain. Been gone too long, too much cocaine, but not my back. On the block. What's up, Mirza? How's it hanging, broski? Check it out. Take a look at the road ski. We're allowed to go fast here, baby. A little bit of a golf ball holding my license plate up. Couple check engine lights on. You know how we do, baby. Everything's good, bro. Hell yeah. Fucking up early with the money folders, sipping folders. A country boy chilling in Brooklyn. You know how it be, dog. Doing 100 miles? No, I'm doing like 100 kph though. A little over, like 108 kph. Or do you mean the trip? The trip is about 210 miles. Quite a ways away. Hey, hey, hey. Well, 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 well. Hey, hey, hey. Well, 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 well. Car. You know what's crazy, bro? Is this is just like a regular road. Like the speed limit on this regular road is 60. This is just like a regular road to us. Well, 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 well. Hey, hey, hey. Well, well, well. Whoa. It's the morning. Well, 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 well. Ooh, shawty. Fucking ready to go, but I'm even more ready for it to be over. Hey, 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 hey. You feel nothing? That's crazy. What do you mean you're gonna send me on a trail in dollars? What does that even mean, bro? I don't want to be sent on a trail. $4. Let's get it, dudes. Let's get it, dude. Y'all are seeing Stale Cracker Official. He's always like, then we're gonna hydrate. Let's get it, dudes. And that turkey guy, what's his name? No, he's not a turkey guy. He's a fucking turtle guy. And he's like, we gotta have him. We gotta have him. I've been on the Northern Platte like on a 10-pound test. I be the early morning stone pimp, straight limping. We attacked.
In half a mile, turn right onto West-Southwest Loop 323.
Yeah. Anyway, We attacked Iran, right? Diesel prices went up $1.30. I don't drive a diesel, so that doesn't mean anything to me, but that's a lot of fucking cheddar, bro, to just shoot up overnight.
Turn right onto West Southwest
Oh
Loop
my
323.
God. I know. You only have to tell me once. Jesus Christ. I got a pulled back muscle and it really hurts to turn my car around. Yeah. Other than that, no, I'm straight, dog. Fucking straight. We're doing great. Check out the badass loop. Look, we got the loop. The loop-de-loop. Ooh, the loop-de-loop. Nothing but used car lots. Yes, sir, ski. And what does that say? What does that say? Fresh, healthier food? Or was that a sign for tacos? I think that was a sign for tacos. What's healthy about tacos? I don't think anything's healthy about tacos. Actually, tacos are pretty healthy. Depends on what kind of tortilla you get. The internal components of your taco. Good old Brookshire's Grocery Company. It's 444. Make a wish if you're fucking with me. A straight 20% hike is right. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, and you know why? You know why the gas went up? Because the little hats attacked the fucking oil refineries. I wonder if anybody told them that we weren't really in it for them. We were in it for the fucking oil the whole time. And these dumb fucking assholes are over there just fucking shit up. That shit's important to us, and they're fucking it up. We fucking want that shit. They're fucking it up. If that doesn't tell you whose side they're fucking on, I don't know what else to do for you, man. That shit's bullshit. These fucking asshole little hats. You gotta watch those people. I'm driving, and I'm talking to you. That's what I'm doing. While occasionally glancing at the map. At the map. But on another note, here's a little song I wrote about traveling alone, all on my own. Oh, it's kind of misty out today. I got bad wipers. Let's see if we can make it a little cleaner looking real quick. I'm singing you a song, singing all night long. It's my highway song. I sing it on and on and on. Highway song. Is it lonely as a road of my own? Yeah. You want me to sing you guys Blackfoot? Some highway song by Blackfoot. I forget how that song starts off. Somebody remind me how that song goes. How does that song go? All I can remember is the part where he starts getting down and he's like, "Whoa!" That's the only part I can remember. do you guys remember about Highway Song? There's like a fucking Starbucks every 5 miles. And I never see anybody at any of them. Wherever there's a Starbucks, there's going to be like a 7 Brew or a Scooters across the road from it. And it is like way better coffee for a lot cheaper money. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that Starbucks has fucking 3 people. And the 7 Brew's not even open. That's crazy. You can hear a Geiger counter? Because I'm rolling through the apocalypse, bro. That reminds me of that song by Gunship. I couldn't tell you what it's called right now off the top of my head. Oh, Tech Noir. Tech Noir, that's what it's called. Tech Noir. Dildo pizza? I've never heard of such a thing. Is it like cheap pizza? Never heard of it. Ooh, oh. Going down this dusty road. Never heard of a dildo pizza. Are you trying to be funny? Dildo? You're a dildo. You're a dildo. Ha 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 ha. Mahatma? You talking about Mahatma Gandhi? There's like been a lot of Gandhis. Gandhi's a popular name in India, if you didn't know it. Gandhi's actually a pretty popular name. I know what he was saying, Mirza. The trolls aren't as good as they used to be, man. They used to be funny. Now they're not even funny. They just say stupid shit. That's all they do nowadays. It's weird. Whatever, though. Calling for liberation. The guy's fucking bombing our oil refineries. The guy's an idiot. Fucking dumb fucker. Who's my favorite troll? I don't know. There's been so many trolls. It's hard to remember most of them. Captain Orange, baby. Between President Evil.
In half a mile, turn right toward Texas 31 East, East Front Street.
Yeah. Between President Evil and Captain Orange, I'm picking Captain Orange any day of the week. Wouldn't you? Oh, we got the Supreme Leader of North Korea. He didn't get an invite to the World War III, so he was pretty upset about that. He said, if even one hair on the head of my soldiers or my citizens is hurt, I will not hesitate to bring the full might of the North Korean Empire down upon their heads.
Turn right toward Texas 31 East, East Front Street. Then merge onto Texas 31 East.
Jesus Christ. Is this not 31 East? This is 31 East. How many times you gotta say it? Say it, don't spray it, dude.
Continue on Texas 31 East for 25 miles.
Fucking hell. Listen, I hear you, I hear you. That's just my GPS, girl. Don't tell my wife. I gotta fucking do something about the damn AC or whatever. I mean there we go. That's the one. Can't see shit. I didn't know it was supposed to fucking rain. It makes this travel a little bit more annoying. Since I got shitty wipers. Alright. Now it's dark as fuck, isn't it? Check it out. Look how fucking dark it is. It's fucking dark. How about I sing you guys a song? How about I sing you a song? Somebody give me the chorus. It goes, dun, 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 dun. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. My God is marching on. You guys heard that one? I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have gilded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I have read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. My God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. My God is marching on. You guys heard that one? That's the Battle Hymn of the Republic, baby. Hard to beat the J-Man. I can't remember how the next verse goes, though. Anyway, secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. That's an Avatar The Last Airbender reference if nobody caught that. Something, something, as he deal with my contemptors, so with you my grace shall deal. My God is marching on. Oh, I forgot the part. Bro, what's the American dream? The American dream is to die gloriously in combat for a foreign power. I can't see shit through my windshield. Hope I don't hit someone in my shitty ass little whip. Let me move my lane again. Squeak! Anyway, how are you guys doing this morning? It's morning for me. I don't know what time it is for y'all, but probably a little later in the afternoon, I would assume. It's fucking dark back this way, yo. There's just like no light. It's just kind of dark back here. It's dark back here, yo. It's like nothing. Ah, my friend is in Pakistan. You know, I love Pakistan. I think it's a beautiful country. And I very greatly hope to visit Pakistan one day. Hopefully all the shit happening over there will clear up sooner than later. It's raining outside? Yeah, it's raining. It's not raining too heavily though. Not anymore anyway. Back a few miles ago it was kind of raining a little bit. Damn, get off my ass, bro. Fucking Texans, bro. Oh, that looks like a police. No wonder he's going so fast. He's a policeman, trained to go fast. Let the hero born of woman crush the serpent with his heel. My God is marching on. The sun's not rising for another 2 hours. 2 freaking hours here, bro. 2 hours. Well, not expressly 2 hours, but at about 2 hours. It's about 2 hours before the sun's gonna rise. But anyway, once we get on the interstate, it should go by pretty quickly. Since the interstate was made expressly for the road I'm driving. To another state. To another state. Driving out of town. That's how it goes. I have read a fiery gospel written burnished rows of steel. As he deal with my contenders, so with you my grace shall deal. Let the hero born of woman crush the serpent with his heel. My God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. My God is marching on. That's how it goes. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free. Be jubilant, my soul to answer him. Be swift, my sword and feet. Our God is marching on. What you got for me, player? What you got for me, player? Are you driving in the night? Working on the night move. Front page driving news. On the night moves. Oh, the summertime. They're going about 95. Ooh. Look how fast that car is going, bro. I'm going fucking 75 and that car was flying past me. That's crazy, bro. What's up, anime? I'm driving at the night time, working on my night moves, trying to make some front page driving news. Working on my night moves. Summertime. Sweet summertime, yeah. Yes, sir. What about the job? What about the job? I'm still waiting on a phone call. But I'm already driving to Louisiana just in case. That's actually not why I'm driving to Louisiana. I'm driving to Louisiana to go get something with my license sorted out. Because the cunts in Mississippi, have suspended my license for literally zero reason. And I can't get anybody at the DMV on the goddamn phone. Gosh darn it. Well, at least the lights from the car behind me are illuminating my face so you can see me a little better. I'm streaming the whole trip. The whole trip. We're gonna go across 2 different states today. Going across Texas border and Louisiana, okay. Then we leave Louisiana and go to Mississippi. Got about 4.5 hours of driving today. Plus the return trip. Good vibes. Brothers driving in the Batmobile. I wish I was driving in the Batmobile, bro. That'd be so sweet, bro. I'd drive the Batmobile. I think that Batmobile is slick as fuck. Like that one-off Bugatti that looks just like a Batmobile. I'm considered slower traffic. Down in Dixie, hey, 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 on a Sunday morning. Oh yeah, definitely. That war wasn't about slavery, although everyone seems to think it was. That war was about federalism. The states' right to govern themselves. That was called the War of Northern Attrition. For any of those uneducated in the facts about the matter, if that war was about slavery, then when it ended, slavery would have ended too. But guess what didn't end? Slavery. Slavery didn't end until 20-something years after the Civil War ended. And if anybody told you why, you'd be fucking baffled to know it was because the northern states were still slaving. Slavery only ended in the South. And it was the Democrats. It were the Democrats doing the slaving. Will I put eyelashes on my car? Yeah, send me $100 and buy me a coffee. I'll put the eyelashes on the whip. No problem, slick. No, I don't drink. How can I be drunk if drinking's haram? Haram! I don't drink. Drinking's bad for you. Haram! You too, brother. Appreciate you tuning in for the brief amount of time that you did. Much love your way. Stay safe out there, my fellow Americans. As Christ died to make men holy, let us die to make men free. That line goes so hard, bro. As you deal with my contemptors, so with you my grace shall deal. Is that right, brother? Thank you. If being a good father and a guiding line for my son and daughter means getting up at fucking 3:30 in the morning for the 4S routine and then driving several fucking hours out of state, I'm definitely doing it. I'll tell you something funny, bro. I would have done a stream yesterday, but I was picking my daughter up, and here's a telltale sign of aging, by the way. I was picking my daughter up and I pulled a muscle in my back. It hurt so bad. I had to take fucking aspirin and sit on a heating pad for like 12 hours yesterday. It still hurts today, but at least I can breathe a little better. The shit hurt to breathe. That's how pulled the muscle was. The shit hurt to fucking breathe, bro. guy's got some dust kicking up, bro. Kicking up that dust, yeah. Oh, summertime. Sweet summertime, summertime. Once I get to I-20, I don't need the maps no more. Don't have to listen to the Siri sound. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. I will say one thing about Texas, though. We got good roads out this way. Good roads out this way. Lots of traveling, time to play. That's a big ass fireworks stand, it looks like. Oh, that's a restaurant. Not a fireworks stand. That's a restaurant, cuzzo. That's a freaking restaurant. Welcome to Kilgore, my friends. Now, welcome to Kilgore officially, my friends. There's always a sign that says, hey, welcome to Kilgore. And then, like, once you actually get to Kilgore, it says Kilgore, population, whatever. Ohio's got good roads too, you say? Yeah, but I've heard Ohio is kind of crazy. Like, Ohio's not even a real place. You know, before the Super Bowl halftime performance, I kind of considered Puerto Rico like the 51st state of the United States. Like, I really did. I kind of considered Puerto Ricans like pretty American. They are a U.S. territory after all. But after that Super Bowl halftime performance with what's his name, Bad Bunny, I no longer claim Puerto Ricans. Does that sound terrible? Oh, it certainly snows a fuck ton there. Are you guys still got snow right now or what? You guys still snowing around? Look at this interestingly designed building. 10. Bye-bye, Coca-Cola truck. It were nice traveling with you. It was nice traveling with the Coke truck. I don't know if you can see him, but he's gone now. Bye, Coca-Cola truck. You've been my traveling companion for the last 20 miles. I will miss ye. Snow's gone? Well, that's good. At least the snow is gone. The snow and ice kind of sucks. Here where I live, in Texas, we got that little ice storm, you know, a couple months ago or whenever it was, a few weeks back. And they salted every road but ours. Every highway but ours, bro. I swear they did. I had to go uphill and downhill in the ice. Seems rather unsafe if you were to ask me. All right.
At the next light, use the left 2 lanes to turn left.
Left 2 lanes to turn left at the next light. I hear you, Siri. That's not actually Siri, by the way. Oh my God. I got behind the one person obeying the speed limit. Bro, you gotta watch Google Maps because they'll tell you to use
At the light, turn left onto US 259 Business North.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. Motorcycle guy, huh? I didn't know that. What kind of bike you got? You got like a crotch rocket or you got a cruiser? Uh-oh. My bad. Surely I'm supposed to go in the right lane sometime up here. Alrighty, Roo. Alrighty, Roo. We're almost there, my dudes. And I can turn this damn thing off. Not the stream. We're going to keep the stream on. I'm going to turn off the maps because I don't need them anymore. I've done so much traveling on the highways of the South that once I find one, I don't even need the map anymore. I just know where I'm going. I just know 1 mile to go. My name's not Chad. I'm from Florida, rural sheep, dog sheep. I'm from Florida, but we're in Texas right now. Fuck.
In half a mile, use the right lane to take the I-20 East, US 259 North ramp.
I-20 East, 259 North. Got you, Siri. Will do it, Siri. This the one right here, ain't it? Yes, sir. Ski.
Use the right lane to take the I-20 East ramp, then merge onto I-20 East.
I-20 East. We're driving down this very big concrete fucking beast. Let's get it, dudes. Time to speed. Woohoo! Alright, turn the map off. Wait a minute. This isn't the map. Oh no, this is the map. For a second it looked like I got the wrong highway there. Almost had the wrong highway. The speed limits here are so cray-cray. But I can pop my cruise control. Now all I got to do is focus on my steering control. Anyway, there's no crazy motorcycle laws here either. You don't have to wear a helmet or much of anything really. As long as you've got tags, you're good to go. What's wrong with a 2018 Corolla? It's not the Batmobile, but I mean, that's a good car. Come on now. Come on now, Sally. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not your driving to worry about, but mostly the other people's on the road. They're bad drivers, so wearing a helmet's probably a good idea. Wearing a helmet's probably definitely a good idea. So dark, just like our future. What you talk about, bro? Our future's not dark. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades, baby. The future's great. The only problem is that you can never live in the future. You can only live in the now. You can only ever live in the present. Some would call it a gift. Oh, my soul. Look at them go. I'm driving a 2010 Ford Fusion, baby. This puppy gets about 23, maybe 24 miles per gallon. It's got that V6 in it. Well, I'm glad you were wearing full gear, baby. 60 miles till big old Shreveport hits me once again. Aha, what's that? I'm going the speed limit. You guys got in the fast lane and are going slower than me. Haha. How's that feel, stupids? Always stay in your lane. Well, I'm glad you made it, bro, because that shit could be serious. I'm wearing my sunglasses at night so I can keep track of visions in my eyes. She got my security and she got control of me. She is deceiving me. I turn to her and say, don't switch the blade on the guy in shades, oh no. Don't masquerade with the guy in shades, oh no. I can't believe it, 'cause you got it made with the guy in shades, oh Lord. I wear my sunglasses at night. Negative, I don't work there no more. What's up, Itchy? No, I don't work the night shift no more, Itchy. I'm driving out of state. I'm driving out of state, taking my happy ass to LA. Fresh. Smells fresh and morningy where I'm at. Fresh and morning. Smells like kind of like soapy. You get your coffee though, Itchy. Coffee is a must. Y'all know I got my venom right here, banging this bad boy out. It's about an hour to Shreveport. And then from Shreveport, it's about an hour to my first stop. And then from my first stop, it's about an hour more to where I'm going. Got quite a ways to be traveling today. If I make it a round trip, all in all, I'll have driven 9 hours today if I make it a round trip. That's quite a ways to drive in one day. So I'll probably end up staying for one night. Why am I traveling? Well, the long story of it is that I gotta go to Mississippi today. And the reason I have to go to Mississippi today is because, well, for some dumb fucking reason, Mississippi put a hold on my license. That's dumb, right? And when I ask people in Mississippi why there's a hold on my license, they say it's from a ticket that I got in Louisiana. And I say, well, that can't be true because I haven't had a ticket in Louisiana in fucking 4 or more years, right? And they're like, well, did you pay the ticket? And I said, well, yeah, I paid the fucking ticket. Why'd you guys put a hold on my license? Anyway, they couldn't answer me. So I had to, they said the only way to resolve this situation is to show up in person. And I said, well, fuck you guys. That's 5.5 hours for me to get there from where I'm at. 5.5 hours of fucking driving. And they said, well, we don't know what to tell you. Oh, I know truck drivers drive that in one day, but let me tell you how I'm not a truck driver. Yeah, Mississippi is probably the worst state I've ever lived in. Mississippi fucking sucks. Every aspect of Mississippi sucks. The only cool part of Mississippi is that they've got some good coastline. But not even that much of it. No weed. I don't smoke weed anymore. Itchy, I make too much money. Too much money to risk it. Mississauga. Yeah, well, I mean, it's really not that bad, to be honest. It's not that bad, to be honest. But let me tell you, I actually did smoke a little bit of weed a couple weeks back. About 5 days before my drug test. Well, medical card or not, because it's still a federally controlled dangerous substance, you will still lose your employment for having marijuana in your system. I know that's crazy, but that's just a fact of the matter. I actually did have my medical card in Mississippi. When I lived in Mississippi, I had medical marijuana all the time. It was pretty good, too. Am I in the FBI now? No. But I do have to take DOT drug tests. One of those 12 panel tests. They test for everything except for mushrooms and LSD, which there's no test for. So I could still trip balls if I wanted. I just can't smoke any weed. Oh, I do survey work for pipelines, basically. Though I have not started yet, I have already gotten my acceptance letter and my I-9 forms and all, all the stuff you're supposed to fill out when you get a job. That's all completed. I just gotta wait on the supervisor to tell me where to go and when. Good money though. 18 an hour, 206 per diem. It comes out to about almost $9,000 after taxes a month. I already had breakfast. Delicious Venom energy drink. Fruit punch flavored. Yeah, but I figured that $9,000 a month is pretty substantial and very much so worth my time. So I can give up smoking marijuana for that. Had I kept that job at Modon, I would have not continued my abstinence of marijuana. Oh yeah. That's if I decide to pay taxes, but I don't know. Maybe I don't want to pay taxes. If I don't want to pay taxes because it's all going to the fucking Israeli government to bomb fucking kids in Gaza and some other country, maybe I'll just keep that tax money. What's the IRS gonna do about it? Fucking come get me? No. But before paying taxes, it's actually closer to about $12,500 a month. Not all months, of course, because not all months are going to be spent working for the entirety of them. But some jobs last months at a time, 2 or 3 months at a time. But to put that in perspective, the last good job I had when I was doing flexo printing and working at Frankston Packaging, I made $29,000 after taxes in 8 months of work. I will be making $27,000 in 3 months of work. I think that's a lot better. Claim exempt? I mean, I could just say I'm a church. You guys can be my flock. I'll say that this is a religious page and that I am teaching religions. Yeah, it's good money, but the downsides are that the company does not pay for any of your travel expenses. That includes like gasoline, room and board, stuff like that. That's why they give you $206 per diem, so you can pay for that shit with your own money. And you are likely to be away from home and family for quite a substantial amount of time, which is why they compensate you well for it. Normally they work 7 days a week, but sometimes you're given Sunday off. Oh, that's the other thing, is that the $9,000 a month I calculated with the 6-day work week and per diem. But with a 7-day work week and per diem, it's something like it's almost $11,000 a month. Oh, fuck, the Church of Dave. We're going to call it the Church of Dave. Or Church of Alexander. We preach critical thinking and anti-Zionism. Damn, bro, come on. You can't be slowing down like that on the highway. You gotta go. It's a fucking highway. What are you doing? It's a highway. What are you doing? What are you doing, foolie? You see everybody else is going fucking 80 miles per hour and I'm going 75 and you're slowing down. Oh, no. Not of all religions, baby. What about the farmland? I've still got it. I got a wife and 2 kids at home. They're going to get their ass to fucking work. Church of the Anti-Libtard. I feel like I would get a lot of followers that way. Which is funny because I'm actually a liberal. I'm a real liberal. Not whatever the fucking lefties think they are. It's kind of funny, right? But I am actually a liberal. I'm a social liberal, anyway. But I'm an economic conservative. So I'm what you would consider a classic liberal. And if I had to identify with a party, I would say libertarian. But they're just as fucking dumb. That's why they never win any goddamn elections. That's why they never win any elections. At least I don't have blue hair yet. Haha. Well, I'm a normal liberal. You know, I'm not a fucking mentally ill retard. That's what leftists are nowadays. They're mentally ill fucking retards. I don't know how else to describe it to anybody, but yeah, they're definitely mentally ill. Definitely retards. They understand fucking political theory like fucking I understand why women bitch. Jefferson. We gotta be getting closer now. Probably something like an hour and a half left to go. Yeah, we're going through Marshall and Carthage, so that's got to be about an hour. Exactly. They want an androgynous society because they're too fucking stupid to think for themselves. They figure if everybody's fucking retarded, then they'll be in no position to have discourse about their fucking fucked up policies. What do you mean you want to disenfranchise 40 million people and evict them from their land? That's starting to sound a lot like Stalin. I mean, honestly, they're really no better than fucking communist China back in the 60s. They're spraying herbicides on farmers' crops in Syria. And I was like, I had a little discussion with somebody about this on some other comment thread. Exactly. But listen, they're spraying herbicides on Syrian crops. And I had a discussion with this about, discussion about this with a Zionist. And the Zionist was like, oh, whatever, these crops are used to feed fucking Hamas and Hezbollah, whatever. And I was like, neither Hamas nor Hezbollah are in fucking Syria. You're just doing it because you want to fucking starve people to death so you can take the land. And the guy was like, if we wanted the land, we would just take it by force. And I was like, kind of like you did with the Golan Heights. And you've been occupying that for fucking 40-something years. Retarded. They can't think. Liberals can't think. All they can do is regurgitate talking points by their fucking media overlords. Like, for instance, like I'm not a big fan of Trump. It's not that I dislike Trump, it's just that I dislike any politician that takes money from Israel. And yeah, well, that's pretty much what he does. IPAC money makes him, a multi-millionaire, and I get it. You want to be a multi-millionaire. Everybody does. I get it. But like, they can't even come up with a reason why they don't like Trump. They can't list a policy. They're just like, Cheetolini bad. Orange Man bad. That light started blinking as I drove under it, and as I drove past it, it stopped. That was fucking weird. He's in the files! Oh God, I've heard that so many fucking times. He's been in the files. If there was anything incriminating in the files, the Democrats would have arrested him for it. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Or maybe not. But again, they're all in it together. Everyone is in the files, yeah. And here's the funnier part about it. Congress is full of sexual predators. Senate is full of sexual predators. Out of the 465 members of Congress, only 63 of them voted to release sexual conduct allegations. So out of the fucking almost 500 people, just over a fucking tenth of them wanted to release files related to their sexual misconduct in office. That's true. You know what's even funnier about Congress? Pro is the opposite of con, right? So Congress is the opposite of progress. If you break down politics into its Latin root, you got poly, which means many, and ticks, which means blood-sucking creatures. So politics is literally just a bunch of blood-sucking creatures. Exactly. That's why no one's getting arrested. They're all in the files. It's all one big fucking orgy, and we're not invited. We're not invited to their swinger party. We don't have the money. Must have a bando. Not a bando, that's an abandoned home. Yeah, follow the pineapple. You're from Florida, Itchy, so you know exactly what the pineapple means. Go down to fucking Key West, Key Largo, or any of the Florida Keys, or what is it? Palm Beach. You'll notice that all of the fucking houses have pineapples there, because they're all swingers. Oh yeah. No, I've got a deep understanding of politics, baby. I might act like an idiot, but I've got a deep understanding of how this shit works. I just like to have fun, you know. I don't like to think about how fucked up shit is, to be honest, because it's really depressing. You can't spend your whole time being depressed and upset. So that's what I avoid for the most part. I avoid being depressed and upset about it. If I can't change it, then I'm going to ignore it. Because what happens when you ignore a festering wound? It rots and you die. Oi, mate. That guy's on the wrong side of the fucking road. Must be one of those foreign drivers again. The files are just a distraction. That's the real ticket right there. The files are just a distraction from the fucked up shit they're actually doing. Not to say that fucking cannibalistic pedophiles aren't fucked up in their own right. They're very fucked up. But I mean, that's not the worst shit you can do. That's pretty fucking high up there. Don't get me wrong. That's probably like the second worst shit you can do. Their plan in the end of it all is to depopulate the earth to 500 million people. And all 500 million of these people are rich people. They don't want poor people. Hell yeah. They're gonna get what's coming. God's real, baby. God is real. And so is Jesus. And Jesus is coming with that fucking sword, baby. He's coming back to put the sandal on necks. He's not coming back to be friendly. The Bill Gates, that's not even a fucking theory. They openly tell you that shit. One world religion, one world government, one world order. And they've got a fucking list of like 13 tenets or some shit that tell you exactly what they intend to do. The Freemasons' goal is not immortality. Drop the T out of that, and then you'll get their goal. Immorality, that's their goal. To make the world a ball-worshipping, baby-killing cult. Immorality, that is their goal. Because the immoral people can be controlled. Albert Pike said it all. That's true. It's not that they think that we can't notice it, because many people do notice it. But what they do know is that if you notice it and you get enough people behind you to notice it as well, one, not only can you do nothing about it, but two, they're going to kill you. You're going to end up in a ditch, beaten to death, and that'll be the end of your story right there. They control the power. They pull the strings. They decide who lives and dies. That's the same thing with like laws, right? If a law is punishable by a fine, it's only a crime for the poor. And think of how many laws there are punishable by fines. Plant evidence. Like the same thing they do with people who like make hydrogen powered cars. Who basically take water, lithium bars, and make HHO from water. That's pretty, it's actually a really good, fuel. It turns into water when you burn it. And naturally water is so abundant that, you know, yeah, anyway, you got to turn salt. Well, it's not necessarily just water. It's salt water. You turn salt water into HHO using lithium bars and a battery. And then you just convert your engine to burn HHO fuel, and the exhaust is literally water. And people have done this. It's actually a very simple concept. People have done it, and everyone that has done it has been killed. Every single one that's done it has been killed. Yeah, exactly like Waco, bro. And they killed like 40 something. They burned alive 40 or 50 something children in Waco over the idea, not even the fact, the idea that this guy had a gun that was too short and that he had grenades that were not active. They were not live grenades. They weren't real. Appreciate that, Anime. Take it easy, bro. Oh, yeah. Converting a car to run off of water is actually really simple. It's surviving long enough to get it, mass produced. Which that's not gonna happen. You're gonna get killed. They do that to everybody that tries that. Welcome to Louisiana! Hold up.
Welcome to Louisiana.
I told you! Haha, I told you. I missed the sign. Welcome to Louisiana. Oh my freaking gosh. Cell reception here is terrible. Oh yeah, well that's necessarily illegal. You don't even have to use a machine to do that. You can actually just do that with like a tarp and a couple of bottles. Bad service area indeed. I'll put you down for a second. The roads are getting populated, my friend. Must be morning. Bro, fucking diesel is almost fucking $5 a gallon for regular diesel. Oh no. No, it's $5.04 for regular diesel. They're giving me the cash price. What the fuck, bro? Come on. You know what? Diesel fuel is the unrefined fuel. It's more complicated and a longer process to make unleaded fuel for your regular car. Yet diesel is more expensive. The reason being is because diesel is more commonly used. But it's actually easier to produce diesel than it is to produce unleaded fuel. So why does it cost more money? Because oil companies are greedy. Isn't that funny? I have seen the guy that makes plastiline. And you can do that very simply as well. Just a little chemical breakdown of the oils inside of plastic, and then refine that oil into some sort of fuel. I've seen that guy, yeah. I'm waiting on them to get him too. What do you mean you're solving two problems at once? You're solving the plastic waste problem and a fuel problem? Yeah, that guy's gonna die. Yeah, because he's trying to subvert the oil companies, bro. Oil companies got a lot of money, man. You got to be careful with those guys. You can't make moves in public until you've got enough published information that even killing you won't matter. Well, that is crazy, but again, you know, like, I don't blame people. Mostly it's because, you know, people have families and lives and things that they hold close and value. And they know that if they stand up alone, that they're going to die and all of that shit's going to be left without them. And so I get it. I understand why people don't stand up. Not without the numbers anyway. But if we convince like 280 million something people to stand up and just fucking overthrow the government, it would be over. It would be over. Just say that government's not welcome anymore. We are the ungoverned. Don't tread on us. Go back to the homesteading Wild West ways. I think that's probably the best policy, to be honest. Kind of a back to nature type of route. And then after that, don't you try to fucking organize. Fuck no. Don't you try to organize, because we're going to organize and we're going to kill your organization. The only acceptable reason to organize at that point should be to de-organize somebody else. Smoking shaggies, tossing butts out the window. Oh, we're almost freaking there, bro. Fear-based control system, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is. Now, I don't necessarily fear the government. I've got nothing to fear from the government, for one. But that's not the thing I fear. I fear dying and leaving my kids to grow up in a state that's literally trying to convert them into, like, mutilated fucking transgender weirdos. Without their father around, I feel like that's a good possibility. Right, exactly. And instead of like having some long eluded fucking trial for shit, be like, look, if you're found guilty within a reasonable amount of time, we're gonna kill you. We're just gonna shoot you dead. Fuck what crime it is. We're just gonna shoot you fucking dead. And I think that would solve a lot of the issues. That's true, but we need to get enough people to agree with us. I don't mind standing up for what's right. But you can stand up all you want, and it makes no difference unless you got the numbers to support you. And there's a lot of logistics to that too. You got to feed these people and shelter them until the job is done and various other things. And then let them know that, you know, this is all for free, for one. This isn't for money or power gain or anything like that. This is about decentralization of power, which is free. Man, they made this highway look nice. Numbers are important. And I think we'll get there one of these days. I do have faith that enough people will, you know, it only takes what, 3%. It only takes 3% of the population to be armed and ready to die over their beliefs to dethrone the government powers. What's 3% of 386 million? That's a lot of fucking, that's a lot of people. That's 386 million % of 3. Right? Oh no, that'd be 386,000% of 3. Not million. That'd be an insane number. Good morning, sir. How are you? How are you? Hold on. A minute. The roads got shitty. That's how you know you're in Louisiana. Yeah, well, every time we get a nice nationalist, you know, group together, they decide we're Nazis and kill them. Check it out. Oh shit. Whoa. Look at that big oil field. Look at that oil refinery right there. Nice and polluting. Check it out. Right across from the stadium. The Independence Bowl, baby. Woo! Independence Bowl. And that's about all there is here. See, the problem with it, Itchy, is that it's always Southerners. Southerners, the northern people never really want to do this type of shit. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I guess they weren't raised with any balls or gumption. But it's always the Southerners that want to do this shit. And we never get an intelligent enough and charismatic enough individual to lead us, and nobody else wants to fucking do it. You know, it's always southern states that are like, fuck that, we need to secede from these federalist pigs, right around the road. And everyone else is like, look at these dumb fucking rednecks. Look at what they're trying to do, these dumb fucking rednecks down there. What the fuck do they know? They're just a bunch of dumb fucking rednecks, right? And that's basically the problem we have. If you're wondering if that person is you, think no more. It might be you. You should start like a local club for it. Actually, no, Itchy, I like you. Don't do that. You gotta do some encrypted internet shit before you can do that. You could be the main character, brother. You could be. I mean, you're definitely the main character of your life. And you're intelligent enough to do it, I'm certain. But I care about you, man. I want you to have a nice life. You make good money. You have a nice home. Fucking don't die. But hell, what's the battle hymn of the Republic say? As Christ died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, right? If we get the numbers, and one day I'm certain that we will. If we get the numbers, then we'll be all right. Even if we die, as long as somebody carries the torch in the name of freedom, we should be all right. The problem is that if we die and someone takes over that is not for the torch of freedom, and instead spreads the fires of oppression again. We don't want that. Look at all the fucking casinos and shit. Sam's Town, Horseshoe. Fucking nothing good out this way. Place is a cesspool. Boom Town. Look at that. Boom Town. That's what that big light says. Boom Town. I know you can't read it. We are in the cesspool of Louisiana. One of them, anyway. Most of the towns are cesspools, actually. Supreme Leader Huck? I've never heard of him, but I'll have to check that out. Pastor Huckleberry. I'll have to check that out. I like detour trips. I've been considered a trip. Once upon a time in my life. Now I'm probably considered a square. A normie.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-20 East.
I thought I turned that off. Oh, I could have sworn I turned it off. The best time to drive is in the morning.
Continue on I-20 East for 92 miles.
Oh, that sounds like my kind of dude right there, brother. I like all of those things. I like pastors and I like smoking weed. Listen, you never fucking... When you're on the highway, bro, you don't let people merge by slowing down. You let people merge by speeding the fuck up and getting out of their way. These people did not follow the golden rule of merging. Dumb. My granddad was in the Air Force for a long time. 20-something years. I think he was in for 21 years. And we always used to come to Barksdale to visit their tax-free shop back in the day. Entering a highway at 35 miles per hour is fucking dumb, yes. And that is exactly what those people back there did. And instead of just speeding up and going past them, the car in front of me slowed the fuck down and stopped in the middle of the highway to let them through. Like, what kind of dumb fucking shit is that? It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. That is a good way to get people killed. But I am in Louisiana, what do I expect? People here don't know how to fucking drive. They're terrible drivers. Absolutely terrible drivers. Oh shit. Let me just reorganize my ass cheeks to feel better. Louisiana is fucking wild, right? I don't know if you can see me shaking, but that's because the road is just like a bunch of like miniature speed bumps the whole way. It's retarded. I'm tired now, damn it. I'm tired of being on the road. Let's go. An hour and a half left. I think when I got my car fixed the other day, I feel like those fucking bastards must have drained my Freon or something. Why would that not surprise me? Look, people merging, they're all going 70. I don't know what the fuck that last guy was thinking. You got crosses lining every interstate in the fucking country. And they're there because of dumb fuckers like that. Merging at 35 miles per hour. Slowing down for the guy merging at 35 miles an hour. Is the fucking AC not on? That's why it's fucking hot. I'm just retarded. That's the issue. Oh, I thought it was hot and humid. Because I didn't have the AC on. Wow, what a fucking smart guy. Yeah, I don't think I'm the guy to lead the fucking revolution, brother. I didn't even notice my AC was off. Haitian drivers? Oh, let's not forget about the fucking sick drivers. And I don't mean like S-I-C-K, I mean S-I-K-H. Yeah, turning on the AC probably would have helped a lot way back, you know, fucking 40 miles ago. I was wondering why my back was sweating. We're almost fucking there. When I drive, do I carry a gun? Sometimes. Sometimes I do, although I'm not supposed to. I did not bring a gun this time. You have a Desert Eagle. That seems kind of expensive. There are way cheaper, more effective options than a Desert Eagle, just so you know. Oh, the SD9. Oh, boy, got that stick on him. Most of my magazines are 17 rounds, but I think I have a 21 round magazine. On the M9A3, baby. Beretta, that's the way to go. Full-size combat handgun. Never had a jam. Probably over 5,000 rounds at this point. I've never had a jam or any real clear malfunctions. Shalom. Yeah, Florida's like that, isn't it? That's why I like small town USA. Because, you know, you're not getting away with much. Oh, God, here goes another one. Woo! Yeah, you're not going to get away with much in, like, any kind of small town. Especially if you're well liked. It's not so dark here. That's because the massive amount of traffic going the other way. That's just a clear line of traffic all the way down the way. It's actually still dark though. What time you got? Let's see. 6:30. And I'm willing to bet that I'm about 80 miles, maybe. No, it can't be 80 miles. That's too far. Let me see what this sign says. Here's a sign right here. I am... Oh, no. Fucking says 80 miles. Holy shit. Well, it said 79, actually, but... Yeah. Just under an hour... Yeah, just about an hour left to go. Wow, I made good time. It's 3.5 hours. I left at 4:30 almost. But I'm going to get there at about 7:30. So I've saved about 30 minutes of drive. That's not bad. Oh. Oh. And you're correct. I had a guy working on my septic tank, and he was talking about something, doing some work at his house, and he was like, nah, forget about it. I'll just get my nigger to do it. Wow, you got your own nigger. What a progressive state. He started laughing. Oh, man. Apparently the man's got his own nigger. How racist can you be? Apparently pretty fucking racist. I don't mind black people, personally. I don't mind black people, but I don't like ghetto black people. Just like I don't like ghetto white people. Oh, there's a fuck ton of Mexicans. There's a fuck ton of Mexicans where I live. I'd be willing to wager that there's a lot more Mexicans where I live than where you live. Right. It's the gang culture, the perpetuation of drug culture and violence and emotional immaturity and the fatherless homes. That's the fucking problem I have with it. It's not your skin color. I can find a lot more reasons to hate you than your skin color. Ignorance is ignorance. Luckily, I live around a bunch of cool Mexicans. The hard-working kind. One time I was outside, and I got this neighbor up he lives across from me, but he lives up the hill. His name's Amparo. I don't know what his wife's name is. I think his wife's name is Margarita. Which is just Margaret, by the way. But anyway. All I hear one day is them yelling and hollering. And this man comes outside saying, "You crazy bitch!" And she just bink, bink, and she's hitting this man in the head with a frying pan. I shit you not. Bink! Bink! You can hear that shit from fucking 60 feet off. Yeah, well, that's the thing that comes with desperation and poverty, right? And that's most of what ghetto culture is desperation and poverty. Destitution and desperation. And not that I'm agreeing with what they're doing, but I do get it. You don't have, so you want. And because you want but don't have, there's only one way to get it. You know, I get it. I understand, but I've been poor. So tell me why, when I was fucking poor as shit, not a pot to piss in, how come I'm not robbing people? It's a culture thing. He grew up a poor black. It's a culture thing. Itchy, you're white as fuck. What are you talking about? You're like the fucking Dale Gribble of the chat, bro. What are you talking about? You're white as fuck. But yeah, like I said, I get it. You get it. Like, I get it. I understand why you rob. But I'm not about to excuse it. Oh, Del Rey. Oh, fuck. Growing up here in Louisiana. But Louisiana's a black state. Most of the people in Louisiana are black. I think it's like something like 60%. That's a huge number for most states. You know, like you got states like West Virginia, which is like fucking 98% white. Dead zone. That's a shithole though. In fact, a lot of Florida gone down the pipes, right? Like, even Cocoa Beach used to be really nice back in the 80s and 90s. But let's look at Cocoa Beach today. Brevard County's fucking dog shit. You don't want to go anywhere near Brevard or Broward or Dade. I find that kind of funny. Because it's all got to do with the same reason. The same reasons. Oh yeah, fucking Brevard is dog shit now. They used to call Rockledge, you know, where I'm from is Rockledge. They used to call Rockledge rock bottom. Because if you lived in Rockledge, you hit it. Rock bottom. I can't imagine what they call it now. Ah, Pahokee, fuck. Pahokee's a fucking hellhole. Yeah, that's what happens, bro. You start letting the poors in, and then fucking suddenly your entire county goes to shit. Coming up on Minden, so that means just over 40 minutes. Just over 40 minutes, so I can stop and take a piss. Miami boy, often dead, kinda lace, and dirtbag and little white. You're in the kind of upscale area. That's on the Gulf Coast, right? That's on the west coast of Florida. East Coast? Damn, what am I thinking of then? Well, either way, I've heard that the East Coast is the Beast Coast. That's the best one. You don't want to live on the Gulf Coast. The Gulf Coast is tourist spots and ghetto trash. Oh, okay. So it's north of Palm Beach then. I mean, Palm Beach is where all the fucking millionaires live. Isn't that where Mar-a-Lago is? I think that is. I think Palm Beach is where Mar-a-Lago is. It's south of Palm, yeah. What did I say? No, I probably said north of Palm. South Florida gets a little hokey for me. You know, I was more from the middle Florida. My uncle still lives in Middleburg, actually. If you know where Middleburg is, it's like literally in the middle of Florida pretty much. On the northern side. About an hour and a half from the Panhandle. That's actually not a bad spot. But even my uncle started to notice. He's like, yeah, this used to be a real quiet fucking town to live in. Yeah, those are like all of the places I avoid in Florida. Why am I looking panicked? Because I'm on the run, bro. I'm on the run. Band on the run. I'm running. Running on down a dream that never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads. Running down a dream. Yeah, I'm about to go hop on a Cessna, take it to cartel country. Running down a dream. Gonna go join CANG. Working for the cartel C. Selling that cocaine. Running down a dream. It's the only way to make the money. Heading down to Mexico. I'm deciding to take the long way. DB Cooper 2.0. What's up, Slimer? Good morning, by the way. Running down a dream. They never found DB Cooper's body. But they did in that movie Without a Paddle. I like that movie, actually. That was like the last Seth Green movie I appreciated. stacks of $20 bills. It was all for nothing. Honestly, DB Cooper was probably a hoax. A CIA hoax. If I had to put my money on anything, I would say that DB Cooper was a CIA operative, and that all happened because they were trying to distract people from something else back then. Like, what's fucking super sensational that people would really pay attention to? Let's get a guy to rob a bank and then fucking disappear mysteriously over the woods of Oregon or something. I mean, that's sensational. Just like all the people that win the lottery. All the people that win the lottery work for the government. They're all CIA operatives, FBI agents, and something like that. They just put on fucking shit and pretend they're not, so they can just take the money back. You would just have to go look and see what was going on at the time DB Cooper happened, and you will probably find out that they were just probably just distracting us from something like more major. We're in the fucking dead zone. Well, Louisiana is like entirely a dead zone, devoid of intelligent life, but filled with humid air. God, the air is thick here. You can see it. You can almost cut it. I do not know how the lottery was invented. Every time I think of the lottery, I think of Fallout New Vegas, where the guy's like, I fucking won! I fucking won! It's like, what'd you win? The lottery, baby! Woohoo! Yeah! That wouldn't surprise me, the mafia doing it. You guys should go check out the mayor of Rockledge back in the 90s. That guy was definitely in the mob of some sort. Running down a dream that never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, running down the dream. Little runaway, I was flying. Yeah, it's called the government. The government is the biggest organized crime organization on the planet. State-sponsored violence. That is what the government is. State-sponsored violence. It is literally the mob. They take extortion money from every business, every person's pocket, and they do it with laws. Don't you dare think about skimping people. Ah, that makes sense. And just recently, like fucking all of Texas lottery has been under investigation for the same thing. Exactly. You got to pay your protection money. Exactly. No, the government is definitely the mob. That's why you don't hear about the mob anymore. Because they evolved into government officials. Which was the guy down in like Colombia? Was it Escobar? Pablo Escobar? The Medellin cartel? He served in their parliament and was like, I've finally made it to the real criminals. That's what he said. The fucking most powerful cartel boss on planet Earth got into government and was like, yep, these guys are way fucking worse. So yeah, no, it is a fact that governments are the mafia. Just like USA Incorporated. I think that's like a movie or something like that now, but anyway, like it goes on to explain how your social security number is like your barcode, and how you are like it by taking a social security card, which, you know, most of us didn't even get the option, right? Like our parents did it for us. By taking a social security card, you're accepting obligation of debt. You're accepting an obligation of debt to the U.S. government. And it's something like $6 million. That's true. Cocaine Import Agency, CIA, definitely. They still do that shit. And that's a big fucking racket right there, right? So they bring cocaine in, sell it to inner city criminals, you know, after the drug dealer has sold all of his cocaine off and turned it into crack or whatever the fuck he does, they confiscate the remainder of it from drug users, arrest them, make money off of them while being in jail, accumulate the cocaine and crack, and they say they destroy it, but that's actually not fucking true. They just resell it, arrest the people, put them in jail, make money off of them being in jail, take their drugs, and then sell it again. It's a never-ending cycle of selling the same fucking cocaine. The only cocaine that doesn't get resold a million times is the cocaine you put up your nose. And the people selling the cocaine all work for the government. It's wild. Right, it's a debt to the crown, yeah. It is essentially a debt to the crown, but the crown has been reorganized. Oh yeah, that's why quotas exist. That's why police quotas exist, but they will swear up and down they don't. But if they didn't exist, private prisons wouldn't exist. You wouldn't need private prisons if there were not police quotas. And the private industrial prison complex is arguably worse than the state prison complex, because you have investors, and these investors want their fucking money back. So you are obligated 100% to fill these private prisons. It's a fucking racket, dude. It's a racket. Mandatory minimum sentencing. Yeah, and here in Louisiana, like, well, a lot of states actually, mostly states in the South, but you can be held in pre-trial jail. You can be held pre-trial for years. I mean, dozens of years. You could be waiting for your trial for 10 fucking years in a private prison. And that every time you go to court, they're going to push your court date back, push your court date back, push your court date back. They do this to make money off of you. Like, that's a right that you have as a citizen. You have a right to an expeditious trial. So if that's the case, how the fuck can you sit in prison for 10 years? You don't even go to prison. You sit in a fucking jail for 10 years waiting to go to trial. And they'll keep pushing your court date back. And they'll say it's because, well, you know, we're overbooked. The courts are filled up. The reason the courts are filled up is because they're not putting anyone through fucking trial to begin with. That's the whole reason there's people in prison. It's because they haven't gone to trial. So they'll just leave you in there. Like, I would not be surprised if there are people who have just been completely forgotten in jail and have given up all hope on getting out. And that's why they're still in there. Oh yeah. The lawyers are fucking blood-sucking demons too. Any law-related field is a type of politics, right? Anything involving the law is a type of politics. That's why they're like state police and you know, like the police are run by the government. The governments of counties, cities, states, and the federal government, right? That's why, yeah, that's why. They're mini ticks. They're blood-sucking creatures. Lawyers are arguably some of the worst. Oh yeah, due to overbooking my ass. They're only tough on crime when it counts. They can't lose that paycheck, their tenure. State-sponsored mayhem, baby. Finally starting to get a little light in the sky. It's not enough to get money from the government. And here's the other thing. If they do not spend all of the money that they're receiving from the government in their budget, So if they don't spend that money, they lose it. They don't get that much next year. So they're obligated to spend the money so they can get more money next year. And that's why, you know, like, they do a bunch of frivolous spending at the end of the year to make up that deficit of what they haven't spent yet. You know, they might get a budget of $4 or $5 million a year or something like that, depending on the town, I guess. And you know, at the end of the year, you're gonna see them with fucking buy new ones for no fucking reason. Yeah, it's wild. You can actually get a really cheap duty rifle that way, by the way. You can end up getting like a good Daniel Defense or something like that for like $500 because police just auction off their rifles at the end of the year and get new ones. Now, sometimes they might keep their rifles, or sometimes they might keep their cars or something like that. But you will notice that their spending increases at the end of the year, because if they don't spend all the money in their budget, they don't get the same budget next year. And if they do spend all the money in their budget, then they get more money the next year, which kind of like incentivizes them and it incentivizes wasteful spending. Yeah, it's just like fucking Oprah. I mean, they replace the squad cars in, you know, the town I lived in, like fucking every 2 years. Like every 2 years, they get completely new squad cars. West Monroe, where we're going right now, actually has one of the best SWAT teams in the country. They're a nationally accredited SWAT team. Apparently, there used to be a lot of bank robbers in Louisiana. And specifically in West Monroe, there used to be a lot of bank robbers. So, like, I think it was back in the 80s or some shit. You know, back when CCTV wasn't as good. But anyway, there used to be a shit ton of bank robberies. Now, you might get one every 5 years. Oh, bro. It's out of the way now since my family moved to a new home. But I would say I would drive past. There's only like 20,000 people in my town where we're going, right? There is an insane fucking number of police. An insane number of police. And we're just talking about city cops. There's an insane number of West Monroe police compared to like citizens. And that's not including the sheriffs or the state police that patrol Ouachita Parish. There's an insane number. And also, a little known fact about Ouachita Parish. Ouachita Parish is the 19th most heavily armed county or parish in the United States. There is something like 12 guns for every person in Ouachita Parish. Oh, yeah. They got to spend their budget. Slimer, they have to spend their budget money. If they don't spend their budget money, they don't get it next year. It incentivizes wasteful spending. Also, becoming a police officer in West Monroe is actually a really good job. They start out at like $50,000 a year. And that's more than most police departments. Most police departments will start you out somewhere in the 30s. 34, 36 maybe. No experience, right? They start you out at like 46, almost $50,000 a year. That's a lot of shmoolah, baby. For, somebody with no experience. So a lot of people become police in my town. I used to work with a guy named McGregor. He's an alright dude, really religious, kind of an asshole sometimes, but I used to do landscaping with him. And we worked for a youth pastor named Dustin. Anyway, he became a cop. Oh yeah. Little known fact about Dave, I used to be a Mason. I used to belong to the Western Star Lodge as a Mason. Got my charge and everything. Now, I didn't stay in very long because it's fucking weird. Little creepy boys club. But I'll tell you another interesting fact. I have been a campaign manager for somebody that was running for state office. I'm not going to discuss who, but he was also my sponsor, one of my sponsors for getting into Masonry. And he was the head of the lodge in a town I'm not going to discuss either. But we already passed it up, the town, yeah. It's a creepy little boys club, bro. For the betterment of man, right? Very creepy. But yeah, I used to belong to Western Star Lodge back in the day. This is probably like 2015 through 2017. Scottish Rite. Red Lodge? Are you asking about the color of the lodge? Because I mean that is accurate, actually. It's a red brick lodge. Yeah, it's a red brick lodge. Yeah. Damn, that whole sign got the corner of it bent off. Yeah, we're the ones that deal with the Shriners and stuff. I'm no longer a Mason, for the record. I stopped paying my dues long ago. It was only $100 a year. I think they upped it to like $120 before I left. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. They do a lot of fundraising in other ways, though. Like, most of the money doesn't come from their lodge members, you know. Most of the money comes from like fundraising organizations, Shriners, the Children's Hospital, stuff like that. Big fan. What's up, Chris? But anyway, I was considered a very low-ranking member of Masonry, so they didn't really divulge anything to me. No crazy secrets or anything that I know about. But my great-grandfather was a 32nd degree Mason. And he's got that shit carved into his headstone and everything. Post-mortem. No, I don't know any 33rd degree secrets. Oh yeah, bro. When I was a landscaper, that happened to me all the time. I'd be sitting waiting for fucking one guy that doesn't know the code. Can I see you on the list of subscribers? Only if you're a public subscriber. The only people that they show me are public subscribers. And on that list, out of the 600 something people on that list, only like 100 of them are public subscribers. Look how dense and foggy the air got. That's how you know you're in Louisiana, baby. It's foggy almost every goddamn morning. It's because it's so humid here. Yeah, drive your little Kia real fast. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to speed up on account of you. What we got battery-wise? Oh, we're good. We're good, baby. Rustin! Bulldogs, Louisiana Tech. I spent quite a number of days at Louisiana Tech. Hi, how are you? Friendo. These people are late for work, I guess, because they are rolling down this highway. Look, you can see me now. Morning time. I still got my venom. I'm just gonna go there and demand that they remove the hold from my license for the ticket that's been paid for several years. Because that, from what I have found out, which isn't much, is that the reason there's a hold on my license in Mississippi is for a ticket I got in Louisiana back in 2022. So over 4 years ago at this point. And that ticket's been paid for quite some time now. So I'm just going to demand that they remove the hold from my license. And then I'm going to go back to Texas and I'm going to go get a Texas license. And then I'm going to go to work. Not that the license is essential. You're telling me, man. I have no idea. I have no idea. But apparently I have to go in person because getting anybody from the DMV from Mississippi on the phone is actually impossible. And I know this because I've tried for the past year. Luckily, I haven't needed a license this entire time. But Texas is kind of dumb because they actually make you take the test. So I might try to get some shit mailed to my mom's house and then just say I live there and then get a Louisiana license, which is super easy. They don't make you take the test. Right. English, Habibi. English, baby. No, it's definitely fucked up. It's definitely fucked up. And it's super annoying and definitely out of the way, but hopefully we'll get it resolved, and within, the next 30 days or whatever, when they send it to the Austin Department of the DMV, I will no longer have a hold on my license. It's definitely fucked up. It's super annoying and hella inconvenient, since it's 5 fucking hours for me. But that's the government for you right there. I've never known any government agency to be efficient. Yeah. No, we're... Look at that beautiful Louisiana fog and muggy, humid temperatures. I love Louisiana. I do. I think it's a beautiful state. It's the sportsman's paradise. I love this state. I do. It's a great state. I just don't like living here. Send them an invoice. I bet they'll pay it. Ha. Maybe to make their budget by the end of the year. But man, I do gotta say, I do love Louisiana. It's a beautiful state. If you're an outdoorsman, Louisiana is a beautiful state. It's just all the other shit that comes with Louisiana that you don't like. "15 minutes? God damn it. Do they know that? Why are so many people trying to get into a gated community this early in the morning? Don't they have fucking jobs? Shouldn't they be trying to get out of the community? Ridiculous. Fucking retirees. How dare they retire before fucking 75 years old? And I'm just riding their fucking ass, bro. What's the distance you're supposed to be on somebody before you're following too closely? It's like 3 car lengths, right? These people weren't even 1 car length apart. Ah, I see. Landscapers and exterminators and roofers and remodelers and construction guys and everything, huh? 5 car lengths for the highway. Those dudes weren't even 1 car length away. Here, I'll show you. It's not even fucking 1 car length away. These people are not even 1 car length away from each other. Up here. They're like right on each other. That's crazy. No concern for other people's lives. My appointment's at 9:30. I don't have to leave until 8. Minutes of time. So I think I'm good. Texas? We're not in Texas no more. Don't tell me what to fucking do. I've been doing this for fucking 3 hours now. Haven't had a problem yet. I'm a good driver, have you know. My guy was driving like this. We're not in Texas no more, baby boy. Fog. Gas before I leave too. Give the old crazy eye. Crazy eye Dave. The last few minutes before my stop seemed to drag the fuck on. Legal to drive naked in Nebraska? Fucking, I'm moving to Nebraska. What you talking about? I'm moving to Nebraska, baby. What you mean? That sounds like a fucking chill place. Actually, I was gonna move to Nebraska before I moved to Texas. I got a job offer in North Platte, Nebraska, before I moved to Texas. And then I started looking up all the laws of Nebraska and realized that marijuana was illegal there. Like, not even THCA is legal there. It's like, I'm not fucking moving there. Good old Platt. Yeah, you don't want to scare the women by driving too fast, huh? They're always going, slow down, oh my God, you're scaring me. Your driving's crazy. I hate when people are going like a mile or 2 miles per hour under the speed limit. And then I gotta fucking adjust my cruise control. No, we're just gonna go around them. Just gonna go around them. Yes, sirski. Yes, sirski, Korsky. Pop the top for you. Did you see that sun? Where there's nothing in the sky but fog. You can't see nothing at all. What are you talking about? I drive like a bat out of hell with my wife in the car. If we crash, I'm going to make sure to crash on her side. No, I'm just kidding. I usually go the speed limit. There's no there have been several studies on this, but there's really no purpose of speeding. You're not going to get there really any quicker. Oh, the 101. I used to live down there. Down in Eureka. It's another little one red light town. Actually, there's no red lights in Eureka. There's no stop signs in Eureka either. Unless you're coming off your road. The fuck? Right, like there's really just no point. There's no point in speeding whatsoever. Like, especially in town. Like, how many times have you seen somebody speed past you only to end up at the exact same spot at the red light? It's dumb. There's 0 point in speeding. That lady was doing her fucking makeup. That's a skill right there, by the way. That is a skill. I don't think I could do makeup while driving. Not that I would need to, but that's a skill right there. I can drive with my knee. Look at this. Crazy man. Why would you do that? Turn to Christ. Jesus loves all. Repent. That's a great message there, friend. We're Christians here. So, it doesn't fall on deaf ears, baby. I think we're Christians here anyway. Most of the people here are Christians. We got some Muslims every now and again, but never any of the little hats. If we can help it. If we can help it. Unless they're anti-Zionist. In which case, they're welcome. It's not a problem with Judaism. Besides the fact that they call me idol worshiper and would spit on me in public if they could. Other than that, bro, me, bro. What you talking about, bro? Same, but different. Same, but different. God, it smells like shit here. Gotta love it. That's some polluted air right there, baby. Am I Muslim? Negative. I'm a Christian. Good morning, Jim. Old Jimothy. I'm driving to a good old Westman Road. Check it out. Nice haircut. I call this one not cut. It needs a trim. You see, my hair is growing back. Oh, we're almost there to the right exit. It is foggy out. It's always foggy in the mornings in Louisiana because it's hot and humid, and it cools overnight just a wee bit, just enough to create fog, dense layers of it. You've always wanted to go to Louisiana? That's a wild thing. At least I got the hair right. Oh, thank you, sir. Never heard of anybody say, I've always wanted to go to Louisiana. Louisiana fucking sucks. Don't get me wrong, I love Louisiana. It's a beautiful state and all. But West Monroe, well, no, just in general, Louisiana fucking sucks. Louisiana has its own law system. Right there, and her boyfriend speeding past me. You love your white folks. Well, avoid Louisiana. Jersey sucks. Yes, sir, ski. Louisiana is beautiful, but people are dud? What does that even mean? I mean, people are dumb? I don't know what you're trying to say. I'll agree with that, though. Here's my exit. 1 mile away. Let me down so I can make my exit. Oh. $1 million sign that's supposed to report traffic conditions off. What, are they trying to save fucking power or something? Crazy. Here we go. Oh, I haven't taken
In
this.
2 miles, take exit 114 for Louisiana 617 North Thomas Road.
Did I not fucking turn that shit off? I thought I turned
In
that
800
shit
feet,
off.
take the Louisiana 3249 North Well Road ramp.
God dang it.
Take the Louisiana 3249 North ramp. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn left.
Bro, I cannot stand that shit. Hold on. We're gonna turn that off. It's gotta go. Off. Now, this is considered a fullet, by the way, not a mullet. A mullet would be short in the front and long in the back. But this is a fullet. Full in the front, full in the back. Play simple, man. Oh, man. Oh, whoops. Got the wrong blinker on. It's a full cousin session? Wow, brother. Wow, brother. That's how you're coming, huh? Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, we're back. We're back. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? Is this a fucking roundabout? When the fuck did they put this shit here? A fucking roundabout? Why the fuck do you need a roundabout right here? What was wrong with the straight road? Why did they put a fucking roundabout right here in the middle of the goddamn straight road? What the fuck, man? What the fuck is this? That's wild. We got Mexicans doing the job I used to do. What the hell happened to old D-Land? It smells like apples here. I can't breathe too hard because my back muscle's pulled and it hurts. Ah, that's right. The budget does need wasteful fucking spending. I don't know why they put a fucking roundabout right there. I think it's even funnier that my goddamn GPS was telling me the wrong way to go. Whoa, they put a car wash here too. Old J&H Boots and Janes. This is where you go to get your Ariats and your Justin boots. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, I thought they took away Toledo Tackle. No, it's still there. My sports shop's there. This bank right here, the Cadence Bank, used to be a Regions Bank. Right here. Used to be a Regions Bank. That's the bank that got robbed last. To my recollection, anyway. They robbed it. Oh, they put a fucking turn signal here? Wow, okay. But it sucks, so we gotta keep going. It's short. Now, here's a little Paradise Bar and Grill. I used to work at this Johnny's Pizza right here. Johnny's Pizza's goated, by the way. It's really good. I would say it's probably in the top 5 pizzas I've ever had. Sitting right there at number 1, by the way. It is really good. The syrup company, if you guys have ever had Norris cane syrup, that's made right here in my hometown of Louisiana, West Monroe. They make good syrup here. I mean, roundabouts aren't that bad. Bro, what are you talking about? What is this lady talking about? This is probably a dude. Saying, I'm so fine. So weird. Well, time to get my old southern drawl back on, and I'm just gonna say everything like this now. I used to do a lot of the houses in this neighborhood. A lot of the houses here. Here's the old fire station. Number 2. Firehouse number 2. Used to do a lot of this little area. We're going to go up here all by Jane Cox. We're going to turn on the Arkansas Road. Over here by old Jane Cox. Used to mow these little apartment looking homes over here, but they're not actually apartments. Mommy's calling. Whoops, I hung up on her on accident. Oh lordy, I lost all my options to do stuff. And we're back. Wiki Feet Beaver. Wiki Feet Beaver, what a name. No more Enter for me. God dang, I should have gone the other fucking way. Ballsy move right there to just pull out in traffic like that. But fuck it, we're here. Woo! We made it! Hooray, we made it! Oh, Mid-South Long. Fuck a doodle do. Bro, I gotta take a piss like a racehorse. Another roundabout. What in the fuck? What happened to the J-Mart? J-Mart's not even a J-Mart anymore. That's crazy, dude. I can't move on, baby, down. Where is it? Right here. Oh, God. And we're here. All right, chat. I'm going to go inside, have a little chat, drain the main vein, and I'll be back on later after I get all this situated. I'll see you in a bit. Don't you worry. I'll be back.